Time is a paradox because it is an integral part of human life, and we cannot stop it. Once the past is gone, we cannot reverse time. The present moment becomes the past, even if we redefine it. The ticking of the clock echoed through the silent room, each second slipping away into the abyss of the past. As we go about our daily lives, we are constantly reminded of time's relentless march forward. The paradox of time, its simultaneous abundance and scarcity, is a puzzle that has baffled philosophers, scientists, and ordinary people for centuries. How can something that is always present feel so fleeting? How do we reconcile the need to seize the day with the pressure of impending deadlines? Understanding and embracing this paradox can transform the way we live, offering a path to a more fulfilling and mindful existence. In our experience, nothing ever really ends. When we die, our bodies decay, and the material in them returns to the earth and the air, allowing for the creation of new life. We live on in what comes after, but will that always be the case? Might there come a point sometime in the future when there is no after? Depressingly, modern physics suggests the answer is yes. Time itself could end. All activity would cease, and there would be no renewal or recovery. The end of time would be the end of endings. We understand the immense value of our time, yet we often engage in activities that don't respect that value. We are aware of the importance of our time, but we often waste it on low-value activities that distract us from what truly matters. Our time is limited, but we often fail to realize this until it's too late. By asking tough questions and doing the necessary calculations, we can bring this awareness to the forefront and reevaluate our priorities and choices. From an early age, we are conditioned to view time as a linear progression, a series of moments that lead from birth to death, with countless events and milestones in between. This perspective, while practical, often traps us in a cycle of constant planning and worrying about the future, or reminiscing and regretting the past. We become prisoners of time, feeling either hurried by the ticking clock or haunted by the echoes of what has already passed. The paradox becomes evident when we realize that time, in its essence, is both infinite and limited. Each day offers 24 hours, a seemingly endless expanse of moments. Yet, in the same breath, those hours can feel painfully inadequate as we juggle responsibilities, dreams, and the myriad distractions of modern life. We rush through our days, cramming activities into every waking moment, yet often find ourselves lamenting the lack of time to truly live. Consider the story of Jack, a high-powered executive who spent his days racing against the clock. Meetings, reports, and deadlines dominated his schedule, leaving little room for anything else. Jack was constantly in motion, his mind always several steps ahead, planning the next big project or strategizing his career moves. He measured his success by how efficiently he could squeeze productivity out of each hour. But one day, Jack had an epiphany. As he glanced at a photo on his desk of a family vacation from years ago, he realized he could hardly remember the trip. Despite being physically present, his mind had been elsewhere, preoccupied with work. This moment of clarity forced Jack to confront the paradox of time head-on. In his quest to maximize his future potential, Jack sacrificed the richness of the present. He decided to make a change. Jack began practicing mindfulness, a technique that encourages focusing on the present moment without judgment. It wasn't easy at first. His mind, accustomed to constant activity, resisted. But gradually, he learned to slow down and savor the here and now. The benefits were profound. Not only did Jack find a new sense of peace, but his relationships improved and his work performance actually increased. By embracing the present, Jack discovered a more balanced and fulfilling way to live. Jack's story illustrates a vital lesson. The true essence of the paradox of time lies in the balance between planning for the future and living in the present. We cannot ignore the future entirely. Goals, dreams, and responsibilities demand our attention. However, by anchoring ourselves in the present, we can experience life more fully and find joy in the journey, rather than just the destination. The paradox becomes more apparent when we consider the subjective experience of time. Our perception of time is deeply influenced by our mindset, priorities, and how we spend our moments. When we are fully engaged in an enjoyable activity or absorbed in the present moment, time can feel abundant. Conversely, minutes can stretch into eternity when we are bored, anxious, or impatient. Thus, the paradox arises from our perception of time rather than its objective reality. Moreover, the concept of time paradox is deeply connected to the human experience. Our mortality, which is the ultimate limitation of time, generates an existential dilemma. We understand that our time on Earth is limited, and this understanding compels us to search for meaning, purpose, and satisfaction in our lives. Paradoxically, this awareness of our temporal constraints can result in procrastination, distraction, and a feeling of time slipping away. The practice of mindfulness offers a way to navigate the paradox of time. By being aware of the present moment, we can break free from the pressure of time management and develop a more balanced relationship with time. This doesn't mean giving up on our ambitions or responsibilities, but rather integrating them into a life lived with intention and presence. Another aspect of this paradox is our perception of time's speed. In conclusion, the paradox of time, its abundance and scarcity, its relentless march and fleeting nature, is a challenge that we all face. By embracing the present moment and practicing mindfulness, we can navigate this paradox with grace and purpose. Life's true richness is found not in the relentless pursuit of future goals, but in the moments of connection, joy, and presence that make up our everyday experiences. So, as the clock continues to tick, let us remember to pause, breathe, and savor the gift of now. Subscribe for more life-changing videos. Thank you.